So even though Minnesota Vikings fans aren't looking as far ahead to the 2021 draft as they were when they were 0-3, still just taking a peek, little glancy poo there. And lo and behold, contrary to popular belief, there's more than just quarterbacks in that draft coming up. So even though Spielman ignores the offensive line, and even though the Vikings do have Ezra Cleveland, who I still think is going to be the potential left tackle of the future, if the Vikings find themselves in a position, whether by happenstance or just trading all the way up, and they find themselves with an opportunity to draft possibly the greatest left tackle prospect in NFL history, they should think about it. They should consider it. Flat out, Penei Sewell could be... He's Anthony Munoz. He's Tony Baselli if he didn't get hurt. He is rock solid Joe Thomas, except Joe Thomas is a stupid badger. Yeah. So let's talk about Penei Sewell today. So imagine if you take the athletic skills of Bryant McKinney with Steve Hutchinson, with Corey Stringer, and then add in Joe Thomas. Just absolute freak. 6'6", 339, 19 years old. 19. He turns 20 in 2 days. Happy early birthday, Penny. Former 4-star recruit from St. George, Utah. Now, he chose Oregon over Bama, BYU, Cal, Florida, LSU, Michigan, Mississippi State, Nebraska, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Oregon State, Tennessee, UCLA, USC, Utah, Washington State, among others. Also, just like Trey Lance, the Gophers did not offer Penei Sewell, so it's whatever. Took his talents to Oregon and was immediately just entrenched at left tackle. 2-year starter for the Ducks. Started as a true freshman as the Ducks left tackle at only 17 years old. But, I mean, he was already man-sized. I mean, this kid's been man-sized since he was 14, let's be honest. Was a first-team All-Pac-12 as a true freshman at 17 years young. Well, he turned 18 during the season, but you know what I mean. Posted an 84.0 PFF grade. The hype is absolutely real. Lived up to it last year as a true sophomore. Over the past 2 seasons, he's only allowed 15 pressures and 1 sack, and that's when he was a freshman, on 706 pass-blocking reps over those 2 seasons. He also posted a 95.8 PFF grade as a sophomore last year, and was the highest grade ever that PFF has given a collegiate offensive tackle. PFF started in 2006. So, ooh, yeah. And yes, he's one of the best athletes I've ever seen. And that's not just saying things to say things, or not just for an offensive lineman. He's a straight up athlete. Like, it is honestly freaky what he can do at that size, the agility, the explosiveness, the hands, everything involved there. He's sudden, he's agile, and he's had NFL strength since he was 14, 15 years old. Comfortable in pass sets, never panics, and just absorbs dudes. Like, when you watch this film, like, we're talking prime Jonathan Ogden. We're talking about prime Tony Baselli before he got hurt. We are talking about all of the great left tackles. And this guy, on top of just being a road grader in the run game, I mean, my goodness. And the hands, like we mentioned, are violent. They're on point, and they're pitch perfect technically. I mean, he punches like Mike Tyson. Like, the edge rushers have no chance. They have zero shot after they take those hands. And this kid, like we said, could be the best tackle prospect coming out since Anthony Munoz. And I wish it was hyperbole, because every single year, draft nicks and draft experts, like, they talk about these prospects like, oh, this is the greatest guy since this is the greatest guy since this. No, this is the bar. Like, he is resetting the benchmark in terms of collegiate tackles coming out, and he's held up for 2 years. TBD what happens with the Pac-12 this year. Frankly, I think Penei, he has nothing to prove. The hay is in the barn. Just declare, get ready for the draft, and you'll be good to go, because day friggin' one, he will come in and he'll be a top 10 left tackle. By the end of the season, within 2 years, he'll be top 5, top 3, and then he'll be the best in the league. And I don't think that is just whistling Dixie. I don't think that is talking out of your butt. I think that is legit what's going to happen with Penei Sewell. And for the Vikings, I mean, even though you do have Ezra Cleveland in the building, a second-round pick, and yes, I think he does project much better at left tackle than he does at guard. If you have a chance to get, again, the greatest left tackle potentially prospect in NFL history, get him. And again, what about Matt Kalil? What about Matt Kalil? Like, what does Matt Kalil, 2012 USC, have to do with Penei Sewell in 2020? Huh? I was like, oh, you can't take another Pac-12 left tackle. Bull poop. Scout the player, not the helmet, not the conference, not this, not that. And if anything, Penei Sewell has more in common with Bryant McKinnie. Like, physically, Bryant McKinnie, like we said, was honestly one of the greatest athletes in NFL history. Just having that size, at that height, at that weight, at that strength, having that speed, having ballerina feet, and amazing hands. If he just cared 50% more, Bryant McKinnie could have gone down as a first ballot Hall of Fame left tackle, and I truly believe that. But Penei Sewell loves the game, loves everything about it, and my goodness. Find yourself some Penei Sewell tape. There's lots of it on YouTube, and there you go. Hell, maybe that's why they brought on the UDFA lineman from Brady Ayala. Maybe that's why the Vikings brought him in as a UDFA. So who also came from Oregon. So hey Brady, tell us about Penei. All right, so that is all. But your thoughts? Penei Sewell, the best, the bee's knees, the greatest, the GOAT, left tackle prospect of all time. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.